Hi everyone. So this session is mainly on the students who have the Visual Studio Code already installed, and there is no need to install any other compiler. So we can work with the Microsoft Visual Studio. So what you need to do is go to the Windows icon and search for, there will be a folder. This is the folder, which is the Visual Studio 2022. And in this one, we are going to use this one. So if it's not there, then you may need to install it using the installer. So once you have installed the Microsoft build tools or the development tools for the Visual Studio 2022, you are good to go. So you need to click this one. So this is also a command line, but there is a difference between if we normally run the command line, which is this one. One thing that you can see it here is that it's written here that this is command prompt and this is the developer command prompt for 2022. So we need developer command prompt, not the normal command prompt. Okay, so what's the difference here? So let's see that we see the path environment variable. So we see echo percentage path percentage, and you see that that's the path here. We don't have the C++ compiler code here. So we have the VS code, but not the Visual Studio path here. But here, if we see echo percentage path percentage, and we will see the complete Visual Studio path has been set here. So that's why we need only developer command prompt for VS 2022. So you can create a shortcut because you will be when you doing this. So I have created a pin to the taskbar. So you just click it, and this will run the developer command prompt for 2022. So you can just right click and say pin to the taskbar. Okay, so once we are here, then we can go to any other, we don't have to create our project folder into this directory, but we are free to move. For example, I want to go here and my project files are, so I can copy this path and close this one, and we can say cd and go to C users and your home directory and the projects, wherever you want to see this one. So this will be changed to this one, and now still you can run it because you are still in the developer command prompt. So we just need to look at that you in the developer command prompt or not. Okay, so here we have the folder. Let's see what folders are here. So I have greetings and hello. Let's first go to the hello and then we'll go to the greetings. So in the hello, we have multiple files. Let me remove all the file, delete start.obj and delete start.exe. Okay, so let's see now. So we have three files, greeting.cpp, greeting.h and main.cpp. So there are three files now, and we need to compile the this project now. So for that we need CL here. For if you are using the Visual Studio Code, Visual Studio compiler, then we are going to use CL. Otherwise, we can use G++. So GAP++ most likely may not work here. So we can use the CL here, and we can write main.cpp and greeting.cpp. That's it. And it is created now. If we'll see it here, so we'll get the main.exe and we can run the main.exe and we can see the output. Okay, so this is how we run the using the command line. We will run the Microsoft Visual Studio compiler using the command line. But if we have to use the CMake, then we don't need anything. So we don't need developer command prompt for that. So for CMake, we can just directly run using the command prompt. So for that, what we can do is we can go to the projects and then we can go to the greeting project that I've already configured with the CMake system. So let's see what's there. So we have CMake list.txt, include is there, source is there, test is there, but don't have the build directory. So we can create a build directory here, make dir, and we can say build and then cd build. So once we are in build directory, we can call the command CMake dot dot, and now you can see it here that it's running Visual Studio Code. Okay, and now after this one, so we need to say the next path for us is CMake hyphen hyphen build dot configuration. We need two configuration here, either the debug or the release. So you can choose any configuration, and if you will not give the configuration, then by default is the debug. So once we run this, and it will create greeting.exe as well as the mytest.exe. Okay, so now we can run debug and greeting. It says the gives the output, and similarly, if you run the debug and the my test, so it gives you the status of the test, that there were 6 sessions in 2 test cases, and the both test cases are running. And if you want to run the test using the ctest command, then you need to write a ctest and hyphen c, and then you can say debug, that you want your test to perform the debug release. So that says 100% test path, 0 test failed out of 1. And let's do now for the release. So configuration, and then we can say release. If we see that everything is fine, then we can set configuration to release. And now it's going to create the greeting.exe in the release folder. And my test is also in the release. And you can say for ctest hyphen c, and you can say the release to check the whether the release test is passed or not. And if you want to check for the my test, you can say release my test.exe, and it says all test path. And if you want to check the greeting, you can say the greeting.exe, it says welcome message from the greeting.exe. This is all about for this video. Thank you.